but at the same time, you could tell by looking at him, he definitely he could get down a little bit. I mean,
yeah, he had it to lose.
If you've ever stood next to Brock Lesnar, you know he could make that if he wants to, because Brock is a massive, massive human being. So
absolutely.
But, you know, I'd like to see his next fight somewhere to be around 290, you know, just
right.
try and work it down a little bit so you get used to it. Because I don't care what people say. If you all of a sudden drop that much weight, you feel different in there. You think, oh, my God, I'm tired. How am I tired?
It's not VanHook. That's not VanHook, is it? Oh, yeah. Again. It's Nunez.
All right, who do we have coming in? Do we have Sito?
This is
Sito Nunez fighting out of Shaun's World.
Now, I saw Sito fight a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact. He looked very good. I think he was about 6'2", 155, 100. He was very tall for the weight class, long, lanky, and he seems like he's definitely coming to fight.
Sito says he is a freestyle fighter who likes to stand and bang, but also he doesn't mind the ground, as he has what he calls ghetto jiu-jitsu.
That's a good term for it from what I saw. No, he was able to come on top. He pulled out a submission win. Actually, he pulled out an armbar. So
ghetto jitsu.
He definitely looked like he came to fight. His record was 0-2 when I saw him. He got that win. He was 1-2. But I can just tell by his look in his face, he believed in himself.
Good. He's fighting Shaun VanHook now. Shaun's 1-1, but he's a very game opponent. Good, tough. His one loss is a good, tough loss.
Well, I look forward to this fight, and this seems like it could be a good one.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Shaun VanHook of Hayes MMA. Training partners include David Harvey, Raekwon Qualls, Eric Harris, Gage Mitchell. He's a freestyle fighter.
Excellent. Right.
Those of you watching digitally, welcome bout number 6. Introducing first the fighter to my right, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 150 pounds with an MMA record of 1 win and 2 losses. Representing Shaun's World from Danville, Illinois, Sito Nunez. And his opponent tied left, fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner. Weighed in at 156 pounds with an even MMA record of 1 win and only 1 loss. Representing Hayes MMA from Madisonville, Kentucky, Shaun VanHook.
Shaun's only loss so far is to Nick Bowbrow. I'm not sure.
Out of Core Combat Sports.
Yeah, a young man who can have a very bright future in this sport if he so chooses.
You were right, Chris. Sito is a big 155-pounder.
Just tall, lanky. He's got long legs. Oh, nice kick there by Shaun.
Coming out, dropping.
Shaun looks very confident and relaxed out there. He's moving very well.
Walking right down those jabs and the right hand over top, but he may have got a little too anxious. Shaun coming over top here. Looks like he's on a body lock.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get any kind of a choke with that. So.
Yeah, that's not the move.
Good defense there.
Yeah.
He looked like he was about to take him down.
Sometimes the athleticism wins.
Now, if he can get that locked up, he should be able to get out. He had the takedown. Looks like he was putting his head in there to get choked as Sito. You better be careful with that.
Nunez trying to get out of the half guard and use some of that ghetto jitsu to apply some pressure on top.
Yeah. He's got good positioning right now, but he's not really doing any damage from it. So eventually he's going to have to work to get posture up and land some punches here.
Yeah, Shaun's just sitting here holding on.
Oh, good reversal. Man, that came out of nowhere.
I was watching his face. He even faked it out. He was calm, and then he exploded.
Yep. Exploded all the way. It was a good job by his part. Now what he's got to watch out for here is maybe a triangle choke because Sito's got some very long, lanky legs.
Yeah, Sito's got long, lanky legs. He's doing a good job of controlling the hands, and also Shaun's not really posturing up very well. Shaun's coach is calling, watch your head, watch your head. Shaun's coach is yelling, posture up. Good call.
Well, there's only so much damage you can do when he's pulled down like this. Especially with Sito right now. It looks like he keeps trying to do the figure 4 body lock.
Yeah, the body lock from bottom guard is not going to do much for you.
It holds the guy in tight, but that's really not what you want. Oh, it looks like some punches are being landed right now.
Shaun doing a good job of smashing Sito here. If Sito rolls to Sito's right, he's going to expose his back. If he rolls to his left, he's going to stay smashed and take some punches, as Shaun does there.
Sito needs to really work on pulling him in close like he was before.
Shaun VanHook's corner calling, breather, back up, let it go. Not a bad recipe.
Oh, I love that. I love saying, give me a couple breaths. Give me a few breaths so then you can explode into it. You can't go all out the whole time right there. You're going to gas yourself out.
No.
Nothing wrong with getting a few breaths in there.
Well, you got to fight smart. Good first round there. Both guys had their moments, but I think Shaun had the majority of
clearly he did the most damage in the round. I thought Sito controlled position for the first minute, but then after that he was in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good mouse over the right eye of Sito in the red corner. Shaun electing not to take the stool.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I really liked his corner's advice over there. Not just going all out, controlling when he was going to unleash the fury, relaxing at other times, and that's how you're able to fight long into the third round. If you go all out, you're not going to have a lot left at the end.
This Hayes MMA team, they're up and coming. I don't want to mean up and coming in a negative connotation, but that they are a school with lots of great fighters.
Well, I spoke with their coach earlier, and I kind of he seemed like he had a lot of knowledge, so I think I know what you're talking about right there.
Sito Nunez, people he trains with most often are Dan Hornbuckle at Thunderdome, Ryan Thomas at the Ryan Thomas Academy, Chad Alvarez at Alvarez Boxing.
And Dan Hornbuckle was a beast back in. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's still competing or whatever, but I used to train with him a long time ago. Man, he was a good fighter.
Yeah, Dan Hornbuckle's a big name.
Ryan Thomas very good as well.
Round two. It's gonna work.
All right, if I'm Sito's corner, I'm telling him to try to keep it on your feet a little bit more. We got to use that length. We got to land some punches and some kicks.
Looks like Sito may not have the rounds in the gym to be able to go the distance on the feet.
Well, you could definitely tell the difference in the corners.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaun was up bouncing around ready to go. Sito was sitting on his stool a little tired. Nice leg kick.
Sito timed that perfectly.
How much do you read into that, Chris?
Well, if a guy's sitting there bouncing around in between rounds, that really mentally does something to me. Like, oh, geez, this guy's
feeling good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that I don't know if he hit him with that good of a punch or he was just tired right there, but
Shaun's on the
Sito
neck here.
did not like that at all.
So I think Shaun has his hands locked. If he could get that high right elbow, lace it over the spine, modified guillotine.
It's a vicious guillotine.
Right, yeah.
My goodness,
that's the John Jones Lyoto Machida.
Yep. Sito did a good job to get out of that.
Yeah, what a tough guy. Good for him.
But
Sito's got this.
He keeps ending up in a bad spot, though.
Yeah, the scrappiness of Shaun keeps winning out. I don't know why he let his underhook go there on the left side.
I think it's because he's just happy to get in that position where he can start beating on him right now. Like I said, we talked about that wrestler getting in that half guard position.
Yeah.
Very difficult from the bottom position to do much in a real good fight. There's a little conversation going on with the referee there.
Yeah.
Does he tell him no 12-6 elbows? Is that what he was saying?
I'm not sure.
That's what I would
hear.
guess.
Yeah.
From that position, although I didn't see it 12-6.
I don't think he threw one, but it looked like he was going to.
So going back to the point of if you're in the corner in between rounds, you're the guy sitting on the stool. You see your opponent bouncing up and down, looking at you over his coach's shoulder. I've been in that position. I've been on both ends of that position. It absolutely does have a huge effect on your mind.
Oh, I guarantee it does. It should, because that's not a good sign. If you're tired where you need to be sitting down and the other guy is not, he's not just wasting energy, and that's not on reserve. He has a lot to come back with, and that's almost a great reversal right there by Sito.
Great job. Using those long legs to walk off the cage.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, but here's the thing. What's he going to do with it right here? If he just sits there, that's not enough. He's got to start landing something.
Yeah.
He's still going to be losing this round.
In the first minute of the fight, Sito was on top, had Shaun on his back, and then Shaun pulled off the slick reversal.
But, you know, Shaun's doing a good job right now. He's got some overhooks. He's making it difficult for Sito to land any punches right now. Sito's not able to do anything with this.
Very good jiu-jitsu in minimizing the damage.
Absolutely.
For VanHook.
I mean, I'd have to say, in my opinion, right there, that Shaun VanHook won that round as well. I mean, that reversal was too little, too late.
I would agree.
Had a great submission attempt.
With the guillotine against the cage.
Absolutely. I thought that was very close to finishing the fight.
That goes off to Nunez for surviving that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now here's my problem, and Nunez to me doesn't seem like he really has the knockout capacity right now. Maybe he's tired, or maybe he just doesn't seem like that's going to be his game plan to try and get the knockout, and I think he needs something like that or a submission.
Third round, Shaun VanHook still not taking the stool.
Now, well, I hope Sito's corner is telling him you got to win this by submission or by knockout. You got to finish this fight.
Sito's corner, Steve Morris, is actually fighting tonight as well. He's the 11th fight on our card.
You got to love that double duty, corner man / fighter.
You've probably done that many times.
Oh, yeah. I remember being in Japan and, fighting, and right afterwards, I cornered the very next guy.
Wow.
And he cornered me right before his fight, so it was pretty interesting.
Got to be good friends after that.
Yeah, we actually got to be friends before that, because I would have done that.
Yeah.
I'm not cornering you, buddy. I just fought.
I think, I can't remember which HRMMA show it was. Donnie Wallace was actually, quote, the main event on one of our cards, but he said he had to be one of the early fights so he could corner his guys.
That's nice. That's nice. All right, good show respect right there. Let's see what happens this last round.
Good check there from Shaun VanHook.
Good kick.
Yeah.
Sito has landed some good leg kicks. I'd like to see him try and keep going back for that front lead leg.
Sito showing that hook.
That was a very slow takedown attempt. He kind of very slowly reached in and grabbed it.
Yeah, it was slow, but he timed it well.
Yeah, it was great timing. If he would have exploded into it, I think he would have got it.
It looked like he almost got confused on the way in.
I'll tell you, those kicks are actually doing some damage. I don't think Shaun's left lead leg is doing very well right now.
So if you're the corner of Sito, you're telling him continue the leg kicks.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm telling him you got to stay away and just continue to chop that leg down until you can go high with it. You throw enough leg kicks like that, eventually that head kick is wide open.
Yeah. Okay, so Shaun now is checking that kick early. Sito cut right underneath it. What are we going to tell Sito to do now?
like I said the whole time, I'm telling him he needs to go up top with this.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Okay.
Or you can fake the leg kick and come back with a punch. I'm not real sure why he wants to get this takedown unless he can finish him from the bottom, from the top. But I think finish him on the ground is a more difficult task.
He's got to get a finish in the third round.
Yeah. So once again, I'm not sure what he wants to do from up here besides especially when Shaun has already demonstrated the ability to switch him over and get on top from here.
If I'm Sito, I'm going to start fighting the hands here, trying to posture up.
Absolutely. He's got to do something to get on top and actually land some meaningful strikes.
Yeah, he cannot stay here.
I mean, you might win this round, but then you're going to lose 2-1.
Yeah.
And
Looks
once again,
Sito's on that head and arm, but I don't know.
He's got to get his hips out if he wants to try and finish it. He's got to get his hips out the other way.
Cannot finish that from
It's going to be very difficult right now. I mean, it's in there pretty tight, but I think Shaun's going to be able to hold it out.
Yeah, it looks like Shaun's comfortable here.
Absolutely. Now, what Sito needs to do if he wants to finish this, he's got to let go of that body triangle, scoot his hips out to the left, and now it's too late for that. He's got out.
Was he going to go for the arm bar?
I think he's just going to go for that head and arm triangle, but now he has to go for the arm bar or triangle choke. Trying to walk the legs up.
So for Sito, we got to start going for some of that ghetto jitsu.
We need the ghetto jitsu, and we need it in a hurry from Sito.
Less than 10 seconds left in the fight.
You know, I'm going to probably give him this round. I'm going to say he loses 2-1.
I agree. Good fight from these guys.
Yeah, it's a good fight.
And Sito is a guy who you said you saw win with an armbar recently.
Yeah.
But his stand-up didn't look that bad. He had some good leg kicks.
I think he should have kept going with those leg kicks the whole fight. He's so long and so tall for 155-pound weight class, and he's got good kicks. Go to your strength. All right. To me, I don't think this was
2-1.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that was a very difficult. I mean, I'd be surprised if Sito was able to pull out a victory here somehow.
Sure.
I mean, not that he did bad. It was a good fight. What do you think, 2-1 or 3-0?
I agree, 2-1. I'd say 2-1. I don't think VanHook did enough damage in the third round to get that one, too.
I agree.
That'll be the recurring theme is referencing damage now.
Yeah, well, we will see because that's my theory and that's what you know of as what they say, but that doesn't mean in practice it's always applied. Like, it always amazes me when I see a split decision that I totally disagree with. I'm like, what? How did you give him that? I don't understand.
Because for you, it was simple. It was who's hurting the other person more.
Yeah, I mean, there is a few other factors involved. Like, I mean, I know they've changed it up a little bit. If somebody's in a dominant position for a majority of the round, 3 minutes, and that can be, even if they're not doing any damage and the other guy does more damage, they can change that up. I disagree with it, but I know that's what they're taught now. Let's hear the decision right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, all three judges scored the bout 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Shaun.
Very nice win for Shaun VanHook.
Yeah, that was pretty much just like we thought. It was a good fight.
Not a horrible showing for Sito Nunez.
No. I mean, he I think he probably learned a lot in there. He got more ring experience. He did some good things in there. I mean, I think that was a good fight for him.
Very quickly, our friends at Hicks
We encourage everyone